What is going on, guys? It is your boy Alex here on the mic. In case you guys didn't see yesterday, I kind of posted my video a little late. I thought I had posted it earlier, but it didn't upload, and so it's whatever. I should have done it today, but I just couldn't wait. If you haven't noticed, yesterday we did the NFC North for my predictions for the 2012 NFL season. Today we're gonna do the NFC West. Starting off with St. Louis Rams, they lost a lot of good people this year, and from free agency they just didn't sign people. They lost center Scott Wells, wide receiver Steve Smith, not the Steve Smith, but a different one. Wide receiver Brian Quick, he was one of their great guys, and defensive tackle Michael Brockers, which is another great guy. They got Cortland Finnegan from the draft, and they picked up wide receiver Brandon Lloyd from the draft, obviously, but after they sold the farm basically to Washington, which will help them out this year. And I really don't think they'll go better than 6-10, maybe less. They play the NFC North and the AFC East, as well as everyone in the West twice. So I really don't see them doing a whole lot. I don't. They rely on Steven Jackson way too much. He's their Adrian Peterson. I'll use that reference a lot because I love the Vikings. I don't really think that Sam Bradford is the guy. He's had plenty of time to prove himself, and it just has not happened. So I would not be surprised if they got a new quarterback this year. Like I said, they got Finnegan, which will take some pressure off the defense. But other than that, that's really all they've got on defense. They lost a lot of guys, but they'll pick up some people. They've got multiple draft picks this year. They just got Jeff Fisher, which is a great quarterback, the longest tenure in the entire NFL history. So they're on the rise. They've hit rock bottom, and they'll keep working their way up. But it's going to take them a couple years, and I don't think Steven Jackson will be around that much longer. But they're definitely rebuilding, and I'll pick them to go around 6-10, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on there towards the home stretch when teams don't really give a fuck. Next up, we are going to go with the Arizona Cardinals. Last year they finished mediocre, but right now they're in a heat, just a quarterback heat right now. They don't know what the fuck to do. They've got two quarterbacks going out at it, John Skelton and Kevin Cobb. Really, both are mediocre quarterbacks at best. They're really not that good, but whatever. Like I said, they play the NFC North and the AFC East, so they're going to get a train ran on them. They've got Fitzgerald, but really that's about it. Sorry, I don't know how my mic just stopped working, but I think this quarterback battle is just kind of stupid. They're not really proven quarterbacks. They didn't really get anyone. They didn't really lose anyone. They've still got Fitzgerald, which is easily one of the best quarterbacks wide receivers in football right now, besides Megatron and a couple other people. But their defense is not too shabby, but their offense has got a lot of work. They've got Patrick Peterson just running back kicks and stuff, and I don't know. Well, we will see what happens. I could see them going 8-8, 7-9, 9-7, somewhere around there. It won't be enough to win the division, and it will not be enough for a playoff berth. If I was Fitzgerald, I would just try and hightail it out of there. If I was him, I would want to win a Super Bowl, right now, honestly. And ever since Warner left, it's just kind of been mediocre and downhill, nothing really positive. And he is their team. Without him, they will be in some serious, serious trouble. But 8-8 is where I'm gonna put them at, about 500, maybe less, maybe more. Nothing spectacular from this year. They'll get beat a lot in their division. New England, the Jets, Miami, and Buffalo. They'll do work on them. Next, we're going to go with the Seattle Seahawks. Now, towards the end of the season, they took the NFL by storm. They were a huge sleeper. And if they could have done a little bit better, they would have had a playoff berth, and they lost tight end John Carlson to the Vikings. He was hurt. He was decent when he was there. So we'll see what happens with that. But they're in a quarterback battle. Well, not anymore. They named quarterback Russell Wilson as their quarterback, but they've got Matt Flynn. I don't know why they went to try and get so much money from him. I mean, I thought that was kind of stupid. But so they've already picked Russell Wilson. They're going the rookie route. They let go of Travaris Jackson, or they traded him with the Bills. We don't know the draft pick yet. It could be a second, third, fourth. We don't know what it is. They picked up Kellen Winslow, who's pretty washed up if you ask me, from Tampa Bay. They got Terrell Owens, but they let go of him. So, I mean, I don't know. They've got Bruce Irvin from defensive end. But Marshawn Lynch, he is their Adrian Peterson. Once again, you hear me use that. But they've got Sidney Rice just coming back from 2 shoulder surgeries. And I don't really know if he's going to be the same. And I think his stats were very padded when he was with Minnesota and the miracle year in Brett Favre. You know, he was their guy. But ever since then, it's just really been downhill. Maybe their careers reflected off each other. I don't really know. They don't really have any other standout people besides the two. I mean, honestly, if you think about it, they're going to get a train ran on them again. And unless Lynch can really, really pick up some stuff, I expect them to go about 9-7, maybe a little more, but that's where I'm going to put them at. Finally, and last but not least, we have the NFC, well, almost the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. They've got very high expectations this year, which I think could really, really actually hurt them. They lost Josh Morgan, but they got Randy Moss. They got Mario Manningham, AJ Jenkins, Brandon Jacobs, LaMichael James, and Josh Johnson. So on receiver, they are fucking set right now. I mean, they've got Randy. If he's on the field across from Manningham or Crabtree, I mean, you know, he's an immediate threat, and anything could happen with that. But he is kind of an airhead. Can kind of be a dick sometimes. And Alex Smith has really, really stepped up. I thought he was at the end of his career, but you know, with coaching and just perseverance, he stepped up, and he did a really great job last year. But this year is going to be a lot tougher. I mean, they play New England, they play Miami, they play the Jets, they play the Packers, the Bears, the Lions. So I mean, I think they'll be able to go about 12-4. Somewhere around there, they will be able to clinch the division with no questions asked. I don't think they're going to go as far in the playoffs. I think they've just got too high expectations right now, which is kind of what happened with the Eagles, you know, the whole dream team. With the Vikings, they were, you know, Brett Favre, he came back. They just had a terrible year. I just don't think that's a good plan to have that high expectations right out of the gate. But nonetheless, they'll win the division, and they can do some serious damage in the long run. Well, guys, I'm about out of here. I mean, this division is pretty shitty besides the 49ers. But tomorrow, leave a comment down below which team you'd like me to do next. If you want to play some Madden, I can't talk today. Add me up. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.